back.
We're back after
A long
sorry.
break. A hiatus.
A needed break though.
Yeah, we had to do a couple of pivots, learn more, change our setting a little bit.
Yeah, so let us know how this new setting, hopefully a little more casual than us sitting at the table.
Yeah, it felt like a newsroom, like we were in a newsroom or something. Yeah, learning stuff. We wanted to bring more focus on the whiskey, which is why we're doing this. Our anniversary just passed yesterday. It was yesterday.
Yes, so that's why we are opening. We've had this bottle for a while, so we're opening it.
2019.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah. So this is their.
Yeah, it's been sitting. Not on purpose.
We had to have a special occasion to open this. That's how good that it is. It deserves that amount of respect. But this is the 4th edition of Westland's GARRYANA. Am I saying it right?
I hope we're saying it right. The GARRYANA, which is a oak tree.
GARRYANA, yeah.
It's a tree native to the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
So that's why this is special.
Yeah.
They drop one of these every year.
Yeah, they're trying to do that, but it is a scarce resource. So it is a limited edition type of thing.
Which is why another reason why we didn't open it. Also, side note, me being a sneaker guy, realizing that this type of stuff happens in the whiskey world makes me choose between the two. Damn, do I want the shattered backboards or do I want this GARRYANA? And don't quote me on. I know those came out a long time ago. Shut up. Just shut up. But yeah, let's tell them about Westland.
So Westland was actually, I think, the second distillery that we went to in Seattle.
Absolutely.
Started in 2010, and they quickly became well known, all around the world. You can travel and you will see a Westland bottle on the bar shelf, guaranteed. I'm trying to remember. I think the first time we went there, it was a pretty small tour, but they took us literally all throughout the space, and it was very. They're computers with a bunch of science things happening. Very.
Yeah, looked like the Matrix, but hooked up to a still.
Yeah, it's intense, but it is very it's an art. I'll say that.
For sure. And I think the second time we went back was for this release.
Yeah.
Actually, because this is the first time we're distilleries do drops.
Yeah.
They do drops.
They do releases.
They do drops.
So yeah, we went back for that kind of event, and they had tastings. Started off with the one tasting. It was an unlimited tasting sort of situation. I think I had. Don't judge me. I might have had 5.
I had 2 or 3 easily. Yeah,
that was a long time
we love their
ago.
staple too.
Yes. So the single malt. I'm getting very much into single malt. You are as well, I think.
Yeah.
Admit it, but
I mean, I still like the weird stuff, but I definitely am getting into single malts.
And we have so much
drifting
of it.
lightly into scotchy scotch.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we should just crack this baby open.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do the honors?
You can do it.
All right.
It's been a while since we've had this. I remember, obviously, if I had 5 tastings of it, remember being wow. And I feel I remember smoke. But that's something with Westland, I feel even with the single malt, the kind of house thing.
Oh, let's talk about it. The twist top, no cork. I don't know if I like that, but that's okay.
I kind of do.
I guess it's modern. Is it a modern take on a?
It's their take on it.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the bottle actually.
Yeah.
It has the stump. On the label, there's a stump of the GARRYANA, the tree, and it's the print is on the bottle, you would have saw to cut a tree down and look at the rings, that's on the bottle. So that's pretty cool. And then it came in this nifty box that kind of has the same pattern going on. So yeah, good job, Westland, making us feel
always
making us feel both. Let's give it a whiff. Okay. And we use these every review.
Now we get to do it with Westland.
Yeah, now we get to do it Westland. It's a I think it's a good cheat sheet until we get up there in our notes. And,
I mean, when you get into whiskey, you start to realize how much can happen in each whiskey. So it's hard to pull those flavors out sometimes.
I mean, and it's even printed on here. This brings a name to what you're trying to smell and taste.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Definitely smell that ethanol.
Yeah. I get that oak.
Yeah, so oak. There's like a piney note in there too.
Maybe. I'm getting fruity.
Some sort of fruit bearing tree type of deal here.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, that's a layered nose for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this like the oak or lumber category. Like, yeah, oaky, pine are the two that stick out to me. Fruity,
No, it's like
a sweet something, but not a sweet something.
dark fruit, like not like apple or like.
Something like robust.
Yeah.
Is that the right word for that? Robust. I'm gonna get this baby a swig. I smelled it enough.
Like berry more than.
Oh,
Berry,
God.
prune, like berry dried fruit type plant. I don't know.
So I remember why I love Westland. Okay, it's the oaky, the smoky.
It's always there.
It has that, like, I like young whiskey flavors. I feel like it tastes a lot like the barrel, which is what I love. I appreciate that about younger whiskeys. I mean, yeah, it's, wow.
I feel like the smoke like trickles up though. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
not,
creeps on you.
Yeah.
And then it's smooth it's smooth coming through, and then like that oak comes in, and then followed by that smoky, and then the finish is just all barrel, baby. Like,
Fucking masterpiece.
wow.
Well, no. Smell it after you tasted it. I feel like it's like.
Oh yeah, because I have a bad habit of just whiskeys I enjoy them and just keep drinking them. Yeah, nerd.
Wait, now I feel like I have a little like a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon and spice.
Yeah.
So the finish leaves a spice for sure. It's like barrel, then spice, then drink me some more.
That is nice.
Ooh. But yeah, Westland, we definitely. We say this every review. We talk about local distilleries, and I either say Westland or Westward.
Oh yeah, Westland. Here,
Westward in Portland. But my favorite, even though they got bought out by a big outfit, I still consider them a craft distillery.
Yeah, they're sourcing here. They're like, it's the same people.
I mean, that's a good American single.
And like this one, like we went to New Orleans, it had on the shelf everywhere we go. It's kind of up there.
Yes.
Going to Paris in October, they've posted about Westland. So it's known everywhere, like for sure.
I'm gonna put a cube and do my thing because I tried it neat. Now I'm gonna check my cube.
Yeah. I'll say that I think that Westland is what put the whiskey scene here on the map, from what we've learned about everything here. And they're doing a lot too.
I mean, we'll just put it this way: all you Southern bourbon aficionados, stewards of the whiskey, the Northwest is coming, baby.
Coming with the bourbon, coming with the single malt, coming with
Oh,
all.
you didn't even finish up the first
No.
one.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah. Yes, we have been married a year, but been together like 15, so, you know. Yeah, the Northwest is coming, baby. And everybody I talked to from that area is like, nah.
Like down south? Like,
Yeah, they're like, nah, you guys still got some? I don't know, brother, because we can literally drive. There's a whiskey distillery or some sort of distillery at least 2 to 3 miles away from the last one. I feel like that. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. I feel like, don't get mad at me. I know that bourbon can be complex, but like a lot of the stuff that does come from like Kentucky, it kind of all gets grouped together. But I feel like with single malts and like with what's being done here,
right.
it's every place is different. Like,
so and the rules on single malts is kind of different from bourbon. Is like a strict. You gotta like stick to that rule.
I think single malt. I think they like started trying to. I don't know if it's regulate, but like make rules, but it's still
a very open category right now, which is why distillers are doing amazing things with single malts.
Yeah, able to experiment.
I said with twice.
With.
I chopped the cube in it. It smoothens it out. Brings out those sweeter flavors for me. Some caramel, kind of. That smoky, that oh so lovely smoky in barrel. That I can just taste that alligator char, man. But yeah, as soon as that first initial taste, you get that sweetness comes out.
Yeah.
But then that barrel kicks in overdrive.
I kind of don't like that. I feel like the barrel is like loses a little bit to the sweet being more.
Yeah, it does. It sacrifices it just a tad, but the finish still remains the same to me.
I think that's why I kept getting more because I liked that smoke the first time.
Yeah, I like a controlled smoky flavor. Whiskeys with like straight up smoke, like
the scotches that we've had in.
Yeah, like you lick the Traeger or something, or you put a wood chip in your mouth. I'm not a fan of those. Like I haven't even tried it. Like maybe on the rocks it might be better, but those are.
Yeah, this is our first time trying this on the rocks too, so.
Yeah, we didn't. We had it neat, so. And I prefer some of my whiskeys neat. Well, okay, let me rewind that. I prefer most of my whiskeys neat and some of my whiskeys on the rocks. This is one I'll probably drink neat, for sure. Yeah. But again, I like that young whiskey taste. It just, I don't know, there's nothing like it to me. I love it.
I can't remember how long this one is.
Is it on the box? I'm gonna just look at my wheel again.
No. Whatever the time frame, it's the perfect amount of time, so. And the other one, I think,
cedar. Is there like a cedar in there? I cut a lot of wood, so construction guy.
So I'm like taking myself to Home Depot and trying to get cedar.
Smelling the cedar, smelling the woods. The one thing I've learned even before whiskey, like you smell different woods, they definitely smell different. Mesquite smells different. Applewood smells different. Cedar smells different. Oak smells different. Pine smells different. So.
I'm not gonna use cedar, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh man. Yeah, I give this baby like 9 wave emojis. 9 wave emojis.
I feel like when we first tried it, I would have did like straight up 10, but now that we know more and like have tried so many more, probably do a 9 too. It's still terrific.
Yeah, it's still. We hardly ever give anything that high. But all whiskey's good whiskey to me. No,
don't.
Because we had some stuff that was not. I couldn't give it away. It's probably still sitting in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love what Westland's doing. We finally opened this. This is crazy. Yeah. We've been sitting on this bottle even before we built like a collection.
Yeah. Well, now I want to get another one. I think they're on the 6th now.
Yeah.
But like each time it's gonna be different.
Right. And they have what's the
Colère?
Yeah. So.
Oh, we need to get a bottle of Colère too.
I don't know much about it. You want to talk about it a little bit?
I don't know much about it, but we tried it at Seattle World Whiskey Day,
we did,
and they had the first edition and the second edition.
Yeah, so I want both of those because I like them both.
I like the first edition more than the second.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Look out for the review on that one. But it took. I think we had this bottle before we even moved into this house.
Yeah.
And it's been sitting in this box. You can see the edges of this. Look at the edges of the box. Like we were like, nope, not yet, not yet. It's not the right time, not yet. And mostly we love to share our stuff, but I think this one,
This is an
just for
thing,
us,
yeah.
we are going to finish this together and tell people about it. So
You can go buy some.
Yeah.
It's still available now.
and don't. I mean, anybody that knows us that comes over, we're like,
It's
drink
pretty
whatever.
much an open bar.
Yeah, drink whatever you want. I'll drink it with you. And there's just certain stuff that's like, this is special.
And I will say, I think with that, like us having all these options for people to try, I think people are like more into going out and trying something or being open to whiskey rather than just having like a rum and coke.
Right. And that's why we do it. We're like,
Yeah.
man, like we don't want to make you a nerd, but we want to like just
a little bit.
just think about what you're drinking just a little bit more. Thank you for everybody that does check out the page, does watch these reviews and support us. We had to take some time again to readjust, figure out what direction we want to take, learn, keep learning, keep trying whiskeys. I mean, we went to a whiskey bar yesterday and we tried 2 bottles and we went to Total Wine about 1. Finally, we went ahead and got some Whistle Pig, love it. But we're just, thank you. We just want to appreciate it. We do appreciate the support, even if it's 10 people watching. Thank you.
So we don't need too many people watching because I'm camera shy.
Yeah, she doesn't like the camera.
But I like to drink, so that's why I'm here.
Right. And I think I like this new setup because I think it's more intimate than, again, sitting at a news table.
Yeah.
Got our art wall back here.
This is my favorite, by the way.
I like that.
That's not your favorite?
That one.
If it's in frame.
The Grindhouse, baby. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino, Rodriguez fan, so love my corny horror movies.
That I'm held captive to probably at least once a week.
So, in closing, delicious. Get a hold of that. If you don't get a hold of this guy, go to Westland and just buy their staple. Yeah. Or go to Westland and just do a flight, do a tour. It's really a fun experience for everybody. Yeah. So, Chick-fil-A?
Why thank you much, I paid a G for drip on main, the richest rags you ever seen, ho. Can't match my fit.